That's my backyard, by the way. It's real. All right, should we just start?
Well, we maybe should probably tell them a little bit here. Of
Is
course,
your mic
as you
on?
know, I was married to Glenn Cornick, and he grew as our son. And back in the day, we met back up in Hollywood in the 80s, early 80s. And Glenn actually played in a band with me. He was nice enough to play in a band with me. And,
Me too.
Yeah, and then we used to play Monday night at Madame Wong's in Chinatown. And so that's how Kevin and I kind of met. And then we decided to put the band together, but we didn't have a drummer. So what did we use, Kevin?
We used a little Lowry organ drum machine.
The Rhythm Ace.
Yeah, and people thought we were out of our minds, and they'd always apologize when we got done with the set, and they said, "You guys are great, but you need a drummer, sorry."
And this was Glenn's Rhythm Ace, and they had like rumba, samba, mambo, all of these things on there. We just crammed in a bunch of buttons, and whatever sound came out of it. And Glenn would call it, well, yeah, it's a bunch of Brazilians in a box. And that's what we called ourselves. We were Brazilians in a box.
We couldn't say that today, though. We'd get chastised.
Yeah, politically incorrect, I suppose. Okay.
All right, we done talking now? We're going to do a song called Working Boy. Glenn always told me he loved the way I wrote bridges. So I took that as a compliment. But he really liked this bridge of this song. We were playing it in front of him one day. We hit the bridge and he looked orgasmic when we did it. So I think he was telling me the truth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh! That's the bridge he really loved here. Working boy, out in the field, he got a lot of more work to do. He got a job, working all day. He can't wait until the day is through. But just as soon as he sees the light, here comes the boss man. He
been like 30 years since we've done these numbers. Even though they're, you know, simple little tunes, it's still like trying to remember all of this goes. And Langelo here was nice enough to come down. Glenn had a roommate who's in Texas, and he was a drummer. And so Langelo used to play with Dave D'Alessandro, so he was always over at the house and saw all the crazy stuff that was going. Well, it wasn't really crazy stuff. It was just always full of like interesting people like Phil Lee and Gail there, and it's just it was just a place to hang out, and there's always music stuff going on. You remember those days, Langelo? Yeah, some pretty funny stuff. Pretty funny stuff.
I got one story about Glenn. I got to preface it saying that in 1970 something, I was at Arrowhead Stadium, a brand new Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, watching Jethro Tull. I think there was like 50,000 people in the audience. Fast forward 10 years, and then we were at Victoria Wendell's loft on a Halloween.
All right.
And I walked in the room. Glenn had a headband on, some striped pants, some crazy 60s shirt, and Beatle boots. And I said, "Wow, Glenn, that looks just like the clothes you wore when I saw you in tow." He goes, "Kevin, these all the clothes I wore." So there's my story. All right, this one's called Motion, and we're really happy tonight, or today, this afternoon. It's still morning to me, kind of. I'm a real musician. To have a doctor. I'm not sure if I've ever sang with a doctor before. We got Vicki up here. Vicki Calhoun, doctor in the house. I'm very proud to say that.
And she's been thrown on the spot lately with me. I've been dragging her here and there to be singing and doing stuff on stage. She's been a good sport about it. She'd been over at the barbecue when Glenn was there. Glenn loved the barbecue, loved the parties over there, so that's where she had the opportunity to meet him.
And he's quite lovely.
And she's the best singer on the planet, really. All right, here we go.